RPG a day. Question number 6. How can players make a world seem real? First and foremost, buy in to the world, buy into the narrative. Don't just be this, all powerful protagonist that comes from the ether, you know, stepping forth from the shadows, the bearer and bringer of light, the salvation of all you little slums. None of that. Like, buy into the world, know something about the world you're playing in. I mean, first of all, and create a story for yourself that exists within that world. After that, don't be afraid to fail. Expect to fail. Expect to run. Because for a world to seem real, you can't just win everything. If you win at everything, there's no reality in the world. There's no room for the suspension of disbelief. It's just a power fantasy, right? If you have room to lose, if you expect that it can happen to you, and not catch a hissy fit when your characters are shown to be weaker than they are. If your character's shown to be weak in the face of a lich, and you need to run, then you run. If I had a player in a campaign that got their arms lopped off and never roleplayed it. Ever. Moments after getting their arm lopped off, they're like, well, we gotta go do this and we gotta go do that. Just role-playing as if they still had their arm. Like, there's no pain. There's no... You got your arm lopped off. You have a major artery in your arm. People commit suicide by slicing their wrist. You just got the whole thing cut off. And if you're not responding to that, you're not buying into the world. You're not interested in adding any sense of realism to the world whatsoever. I'm not saying, well, my God, here, I'm just giving you hit points because, just play out some pain, And that creates a better sense of, suspension of disbelief. We've got another player that, is dealing with their characters, dealing with emotional things, and they represent it with their character. They've grown deeply attached to an NPC. Nien. Yeah, that's a really cool NPC that I like. Anyway, the question is already passed. But yeah, buy into the world and roleplay more than just successes. Don't be afraid to show your failures. If your character is unconscious, you don't need to just sit there and go, I can't do anything. Maybe when it's your turn, role play like the groans of pain, the nightmares that your character is going through as they're, on death's doorstep, right? When their life flashes before their eyes, what flashes before their eyes? The other characters don't need to know, but the players. And if you're doing this online where others can see, it could help the audience, know something else about your character that's deeper, the attachments that they have, the things that they've been through. I think that helps to make a world better. And I'm surprised this question is how a GM can't make the world seem real, since the real responsibility, the weight and the gravity of making a world feel real really just sits on the shoulders of a GM. Like, if a GM is not portraying a living, breathing world where events move on despite the characters, where NPCs have lives, emotions, and their own attachments, I don't know what. Maybe it's just assumed that the GM's are already making the world feel real. Anyway, that's what I'm going to say for now. Players, buy in and roleplay your freaking failures as much as your successes. That's it. Bye-bye.